Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to EnggAdda. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the roadmap to learn the Java for beginners. Okay, so what we have did here is we have created a roadmap for the Java. If you are a beginner, if you want to learn the Java, if you want to have a command over Java, and if you want to start your career in Java, then this is the guidance video for you. You can take a look at this video. I have listed down all the steps that you need to follow in order to learn the Java. So let's get started for that. Let me try to go to the next slide and tell you the basic thing that you need to learn. So the basic thing that you need to learn in order to start the Java is the first thing is you should have the basic knowledge of the syntax. What are the data types in Java? What are the operators in Java? How the control structures like loops, for loop, while loop, do while loop, if else conditions, how they are written in Java, and how you can write the function in Java. So those things, first of all, you have to learn and practice it out. Coming to the next thing, which is a very much important topic in Java, is object oriented programming. So in order to learn the Java, you need to have a command over the object oriented programming. You should be very much clear on the concept like classes, object, and others object oriented programming concept like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So those things should be very much clear to you if you want to make a career in Java. Okay, so understand the core principle of OOPS concept and how they apply in Java. So it should be very much clear to you. Now, when you have covered about the basic of Java and the OOPS concept, the next thing that you need to learn is the collection framework. The collection framework is widely used in Java. In any Java application you are going to do the development, you would see a lot of uses of the collection framework. Okay, so the base, like the next important thing that you need to learn is collection framework. Okay, so dive into the Java collection framework, which includes interfaces such as list, set, map, and their implementations like array list, linked list, hash set, hash map, tree set. There are others, so many interfaces, and the implementation classes are there in the collection. You need to master those things. You need to see how they are implemented, and you need to see what are the differences between them and what is the best practical way or best suitable way to implement which class. Like there is a scenario where you can use the array list and you cannot use the linked list. Okay, so those things you need to master. You need to make the clear difference between them when they are used, and what are the scenario when they can be used. So those things you have to learn in the collection. Now coming to the next important topic is exception handling. You need to have a knowledge how to handle the exception in Java. There are so many, like there are 5 keywords basically to handle the exception, like try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. So you need to learn those things, how to use them, and what are the conditions to use them. And then you need to see how you can create your custom exception. Okay, so this is related to the exception. You have to learn this whole basic things of the exception. And then let me try to go to the next slide and tell you the next thing that you need to learn. So once those basic things are covered, like basic of Java, OOPS concept, collection framework, exception handling, then you can go and learn about the multi-threading and the concurrency. So you need to understand the concept of multi-threading and synchronization and concurrency in Java. Okay, when you go to learn about the multi-threading, you need to learn on the thread class, runnable interfaces, and how to achieve the synchronization. Those things you need to learn, and you also have to focus on the Java util concurrent package. Okay, now once the multi-threading and concurrency is achieved, you have to focus on the IO, which is input output. Okay, so you need to explore the input output operation in Java, how you can send some files, or how you can write into the file, how you can set the data over the servers. So those things you need to learn. And here you will find those things in the input output section. So explore the input output operation in Java, including file IO, input stream, output stream, file reader, and file writer. Now, if all those things are covered, the next thing that you need to focus on is the database connectivity. So when you are learning the Java, the final goal is to create a Java application and connect that application to the database. So how those connectivity is being done in Java, you need to learn that. For that, there is a concept of Java database connectivity. You need to learn that. Apart from that, there are Hibernate and the JPA tools. That they are the ORM tools, like object relational mapping tools. You need to learn those things, how they are working, and uh, how you can connect your application to the database using them. Once you are done with that, you make sure that you have the basic knowledge of the database, of the like, if you are using the, let's say, relational databases like SQL database, then you should have the basic knowledge of DDL and DML commands of the database. Okay, so those things you need to learn. Now let me try to go to the next slide. And so this 7 pointers are of the basic concept that you need to learn in the Java. Okay, now once you master those basic concept, the next thing that you need to learn is the framework and the libraries that are important in Java. So one of the most important framework of the Java is Spring. Okay, and in Spring, there are Spring Core, Spring MVC, and Spring Boot. Now the most important Spring framework is Spring Boot. Okay, so you need to learn the Spring Boot if you want to do the development or the web application development in Java. Okay, so you need to pick up one framework, which is Spring framework as of now in the Java. Learn about the Spring Core, Spring MVC, Spring Boot for building enterprise level Java application. The next thing you need to learn is the Hibernate, which is a ORM tool that I already have discussed. This is for the management of the, like, this will help you to manage the Java object and map that Java object in the form of the database tables and the rows and columns. So those things you can do using the Hibernate. So this is nothing but it is an object relational mapping tool. How it works, how it simplifies your database interaction, how it simplifies your life to write the queries. So those things you need to learn. Here, once you learn that Hibernate, try to focus on the JPA as well. Okay, once those things are done, now let's say you have developed one Spring Boot application. You connected that Spring Boot application to the database using the Hibernate and the JPA. Now the next thing that you need to do is you need to write the unit test case for your codes that you have written. So for that you need to learn about the JUnit and the TestNJ. Okay, so make sure you learn the JUnit, explore the testing framework for the unit testing in Java. Okay, now this was about the framework and the libraries. Now let's discuss how we can do the web development or web application development in Java. So there is a I would say two ways. One is the servlet and JSP, and the second one is the RESTful APIs. Okay, so for the servlet and JSP, understand the basic of the web development using the servlet and the JSP, like Java Server Pages, and do the web development. And the second, which is the most important web development as of now, is the RESTful APIs. So learn to build RESTful APIs using the framework like Spring Boot or Spring MVC or the JAX RX. So there are a lot of videos on my channel where I have discussed about how to develop a Spring Boot web application and how to develop the CRUD RESTful APIs there. So you can pick those videos and try to develop yourself. Do the hands-on on those things. Now, coming to the build tools and the dependency management, you should be focusing on either of the Maven or the Gradle. So you need to master the concept of the Maven or the Gradle, how Maven is working, how they help us in managing the dependency and building the projects. Okay, so those tools you need to learn. Now let me try to go to the next slide. And once those things are done, you are ready with development of a web application in the Spring Boot or in the Java and their management as well. Now the advanced topic that you need to learn is the design pattern, and to improve your code you can learn the Java 8. And if you want to apply the security on your application that you have developed, just learn about the security concept in the Java, or you can also pick the security concept of the Spring Boot as well. So let me try to discuss about one of the advanced topic, which is design pattern. So make sure you familiarize yourself with the common design patterns like singleton, factory, observer, etc. There are a lot of other design pattern as well, so make sure you have the basic knowledge on those things, how those design patterns are being implemented. So those things you need to learn, and what are their advantage and what are their disadvantage, and what are the differences between them. So those things make sure you learn better and understand their implementation in Java. Okay, now the next thing that you need to learn in the advanced topic is the Java 8 features. There is a video, or you can say there is a playlist on my channel where I have discussed about all the Java 8 basic concept one by one in a very detailed manner. So Java 8 features are widely used and they are very much popular right now as well. Even we have Java 22 launched, still Java 8 features are in use. And in many of the project, you can see the Java 8 features are being implemented. So make sure to improve your code, learn the Java 8 features, learn about the Java 8 features like stream, lambdas, functional interfaces, and how they enhance the code readability and the efficiency. So those things you need to learn. Coming to the security, understand the Java security features and the best practices to secure your application. And you can also have a basic knowledge on the Spring Boot security, how you can implement the Spring Boot security and how to implement the JWT security and all. So those things you can learn. Now, let me try to summarize those things. So, learning the Java is a continuous learning and the practice thing. Okay, so keep up the update in the Java ecosystem. Java evolves, so staying updated is crucial. Practice coding regularly by working on the project, participating in the coding challenges, or contributing to the open source project. So, this is a very important way to learn the Java or to any technology. If you want to master any technology, try to contribute to the open source project. Okay. Now the third point that I remember this roadmap is flexible and can be adjusted based upon the specific interest and the career goals within the Java development. So it is dependent upon the time and the particular person how they want to learn. So it is flexible. Okay. So this is about the video, guys, and this is the roadmap of the Java. If you like the video, please help us by supporting the channel, and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.